So we're approaching the kickoff at St James's Park then for the 4:30 kickoff. We have got Newcastle against Liverpool to start to finish off this Super Sunday. Kickoff is at 4:30 and it should be dirty. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back aboard to Tom Talks Football. My name is Tom, bringing you the watch along this evening for Newcastle against Liverpool live in the Premier League. During out on the replay, please do make sure you are leaving a like on the stream. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much, folks, to everybody who has joined us here today. Kick off on the way for you, 4:30 in the Premier League. Welcome aboard. And like I've said all weekend since 5:30 yesterday, this is the game that I'm labelling as dirty. Two sides who have had their managers taken away, their big stars taken away, going head to head at St James's Park in what is a 4:30 kickoff with real intrigue and real excitement. Good afternoon, firstly, to Diana. Welcome in, long time no see. How you doing? Welcome aboard to you. I knew what you meant. And Bailey's in the house as well. How you doing, Bailey? Good to see you. Welcome aboard, mate. How you doing? What's good? I was at the Emirates on Friday night. I enjoyed that. Didn't get a vlog out, sadly, but I'm good. Although I am a little bit, well, Arsenal's top spot has been taken away by Brighton. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, it just hit me this weekend. You know what I mean? It just hit me. Like a ton of bricks, really. Shithole? What do you mean shithole? Enjoy Egypt, though, man. 8 days. So you're going away or eat tomorrow. I still haven't booked the hotel yet, by the way. Is it? I could never dream of moving away. That's the thing. Like, it's not great, but I could never dream of moving away. Well, I'm just deciding whether or not to do it Friday into Saturday, and then Saturday into Sunday, or Saturday into Sunday, Sunday into Monday. Now, there are going to be some tributes today for this match. Kevin Keegan is the one under tributes. That's your preference, isn't it? I can tell. I can travel back on a Sunday. It's not an issue. Okay. I will just back on. I can do that. I can't afford 3 nights, mate. I spent way too much in Bournemouth. Like, you know when I say it's a money trap because of the council. I love the place, but it's a money trap. I'll come on Friday then. I'll come on Friday. I can tell you'll just say. I can tell you're saying in your head, just come on fucking Saturday, mate. Friday, mate. Yeah, the Arsenal parade was great. I suppose so. Hopefully it's a nice sunny day on that Friday. On Saturday morning, yeah. Well, let me tell you something. Well, Tarun, my dealer, is definitely a little bit cross. Let's just say that. Not with me directly, but remember how I mentioned, well, you might not because you weren't here, but I mentioned the reason why I didn't get a vlog out was because there was a lot of attention wanted around me. Like a lot of people wanted attention around me. Tarun wanted to meet up and tried his very best to get in my lower clock end seat. Because he'd been given a upper tier seat, which he didn't like, and I'd got a lower clock seat. So my actual ticket dealer, who didn't sell me the Coventry ticket, seemingly enough, was one of the reasons why I didn't get a vlog out. But no, I spoke to him and he didn't get the ticket he wanted, no. That's the point. And it's happened a few times, actually, where I've got better seats than him. Because I have two now. Oh, I've paid him for the ticket. And he will come through with a front row seat. He's told me that he's going to get a front row seat for me. Do you know what? I can't say that the guy's not trustable. You know what I mean? If he's willing to meet, well, I mean, yeah, he wanted to meet me in person at the Emirates. I personally wanted to get a vlog done, but I was late. Just Arsenal. He's an Arsenal dealer. And he doesn't identify as a dealer either. Like, he's not an advertised dealer who goes out of his way on social media, publishing all of his prices. Like, he's actually a journalist who offers dealing services in a discreet manner. Anyways, I'm going to run out of time here. It's 16:22. We don't need to look at the league table because it is game week 1. Newcastle, Liverpool. Let's have a look at the teams. We're going to start with Liverpool on the teams. Alisson is in goal for them, a back four of Jeremy Frimpong, Jacquet. New signing, definitely. Jeremy Jacquet, alongside Virgil van Dijk and Milos Kerkez in the back four. Midfield split into two parts, seeing a defensive two. Of Dominic Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch behind the attacking three. Rio Engamoa, Florian Wirtz, Cody Gakpo, and Alexander Isak leads the front. On the bench is Wataru Endo, Alexis McAllister, Konstantinos Tsimikas. How is he still playing with Liverpool? Blimey. Victor Munoz, George Mamardashvili, Ronald Araujo, Trey Leone, James McConnell, and Lewis Kumas. Then for Newcastle, Hornishek is in goal. That's a new signing. That's Lukasz Hornishek. Behind the back four of Lewis Hall, Sven Botman, Malik Tiao, and a new signing in Amar Dedic, I think. Midfield split into two parts, seeing a defensive two of a Newcastle youth, Lewis Miley, alongside new signing, I think, Sean Sturr, behind the attacking three of Johan Visser, Harvey Barnes, and Anthony Alanga. William Asula leads the front on the bench for Matthias Jail. It's Fabian Scher, Alaji Bamba, new signing, I think. Bazumana Toure, new signing. Jacob Murphy. Who the fuck is this guy? Ewan Zhawan, Nick Voltamada, Joe Willock, Jacob Ramsey, and is that another new signing? Leo Shahar. Shahar. How much would it have cost you to get a Fulham ticket? I bet it would have been pretty... I don't know. I mean, it probably wouldn't have cost as much as an Arsenal away ticket, but... No, I haven't forgotten. It's just that I'm trying to rework it into a shorter intro. Yeah, no, look. For the time being, I'm just doing the mini intros because I can't... Yeah, I am sick to the back teeth of... tonight. But just a reminder as well, there are tributes at St James's Park. Also, there were tributes earlier at the Etihad for Kevin Keegan. And Kevin Keegan, a Premier League legend, may he rest in peace. Born 1951, died 2026. Newcastle, St James's Park is decorated beautifully to tribute King Kev as one of the banners says. And the away end for Liverpool 2 is decorated in red and white, spelling out Keegan up in the gods. And we are going to be late for kickoff as well, by the way, because it... Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. It's 16:25. What am I thinking? We're not going to be late for kickoff. No. Anyways, let me get the overlay on the screen for you. The teams are coming out to tribute Kevin Keegan and to get Newcastle's first home game of the season underway. One in which should be dirty. Before the dirtiness, St James's Park will fall either silent or into applause to tribute Kevin Keegan. Commentary team, you might not like it. It's Gary Neville, Peter Drury. Stuart Atwell is the referee for this one. And just a reminder as well, Anthony Taylor has retired from refereeing in England. He is now, I believe, the head of refereeing in Turkey. He is no longer a referee available to English football or the Premier League. So that opens the doors for referees like Stuart Atwell and for Peter Banks. If it's a silence, yes. I'm not doing applause though. But Kevin Keegan, for the clubs he played for, a true Premier League legend. Born 1951, died 2026, 76 years old, I think, or 75. Definitely not forgotten by Newcastle and Liverpool fans. Both respectively in St James's Park. Paying tributes to the highest order, from decorating the stands with plastic bags to spell out Keegan in red and white and black and white. I'm back, baby. I'm back. And tomorrow it's the weekend headliner because it's the West London derby between Fulham and Chelsea at Craven Cottage. Kickoff is at 8 o'clock. And I am looking forward to that one for one. And I have predicted a 3-0 win for Fulham. So the new manager is for Newcastle, Matthias Geiler. And he goes up against Andoni Iraola in his first Premier League management game. And Andoni Iraola is making his Liverpool debut, but not a newbie to the Premier League. One manager already decorated in his career at Bournemouth, sending them to heights such as the Europa League. But before the debut for Matthias Geiler and for Andoni Iraola as Liverpool manager, St James's Park pays tribute to Kevin Keegan. I'm all right with the 3 p.m. blackout, you know. So it's going to be applause, so I will not fall silent. So it's going to be a minute's applause, guys. At St James's Park. But rest in peace, Kevin Keegan. Alan Shearer in the camera view, showing clear emotions of sadness towards the loss of Kevin Keegan. I'm sure many of the 50-odd thousand Newcastle fans in St James's Park too feel sadness. And indeed, you can tell by some of those faces, there's tears in the eyes. He meant a lot to Newcastle and Liverpool too. And both sets of fans united in their tributes of a club legend for both individually. And a Premier League legend not to mention as well. 75 years old, 76 years old maybe. King Kev. Loved at St James's Park. So, time for the dirty business. Because it is two not very good sides and two sides that have lost managers, both of which were different in their ratings by their fans. But it is most certainly two sides that have been hit heavy over the transfer window. A resignation from Eddie Howe, a sacking for Arne Slot, and big stars leaving both clubs. So it should be dirty as the new signings try to gel together in what should end up being chaos. And there are going to be boos, and there's going to be a lot of it, because Alexander Isak has set foot on the turf of St James's Park again. And the Newcastle fans will not like that one bit. There is a free kick early on here. I don't know. I tell you something, mate. I tell you something. One of those players I would bet are willing to risk themselves for a 3-match ban to break his leg. I was having this chat with Kate and Jonathan yesterday, and I thought maybe a passing goodbye from Nick Pope could be a 3-match ban and breaking Isak's leg. The other one that's not been broken before. I mean, that to be fair, that would be me if Pierre-Emerick that would be me towards Aubameyang. I would want our players to go and break his leg. True. Still, it would be a parting goodbye, wouldn't it? If Nick Pope's leaving the club, let him start, break his leg. There you go. I don't know. It's serious foul play. Threshold, I think it's 3-match. Standard ban for serious foul play, 3-match. I mean, the last time I saw a broken leg in the Prem was Harvey Elliott got his leg broken by, I believe, Pascal Struijk. I think it was Pascal Struijk for Leeds broke Harvey Elliott's leg. And I think that was only a 3-match ban, so I don't know. Right. I'm going to need a bit of help pronouncing this guy's name. Matthias, how are we saying it? Yailer? Jaisel? He looks like a more polished version of Scott Parker, is my first impression. And as for Liverpool's new boss, Andoni Iraola, well, we know who he is. It is an interesting appointment, and I'm not sure if it's the right one, you know. I think it's a very big call by the Liverpool board to choose Andoni Iraola. I mean, sure, he's a high-level coach, and I think he did wonderful things with Bournemouth, and of course, getting them to European football. I just hold a small element of concern that in his progression as a manager, is this too high up for Andoni Iraola? And here's a chance here for Anthony Elanga. 1-0 Newcastle. And in tribute of Kevin Keegan, 4.5 minutes in on the clock, Anthony Elanga puts Newcastle 1-0 up. It has been a superstar. And what a finish. A massive amount of composure from Elanga with that finish. He's got space on the right. Kirkez is backing off a bit. And as cool as you like, Anthony Elanga just passes it across Alisson and into the bottom left-hand corner. And what a sensational start for Matthias Yailer and Newcastle. Big up to Bradford City lover already. And that's what I was saying it before the goal. Is this the right? I mean, has Andoni Iraola both been pushed by Liverpool and pushed himself a little bit too quickly to this level of management in his progression as a manager in his managerial career? That's the question. We're 5.5 minutes in. They are 1-0 down. It's going to be our whole season judgment if the Liverpool board back him. But that's my one worry. Has he moved a little bit too quickly in his managerial progression? Because Liverpool's a big job. And there's only one club that are a bigger job than Liverpool this season, arguably, and that's Chelsea. I'm saying 2-2. Frimpong slid across. That's completely effective. Szoboszlai did not show any interest there whatsoever. I mean, I was listening to the pundits, Mark Chapman, Daniel Sturridge, that's the name I was thinking of, and Micah Richards, and they were going on about Virgil van Dijk coaching the new centre-back, and I think it's Jacquet. So maybe that's what Virgil van Dijk's role is this year in potentially his final Liverpool season. It's early doors. And I have been saying quite a lot. This is going to be filthy. Like, these two teams are expected to be really, really shit. So expect some filth. And that's not me saying horribly, you two are both shit, but it's a dogfight. It's two shit teams, or two projectably shit teams, dogfighting. Now, as a result, filth. You're a Liverpool fan, aren't you? I can tell. You're a Liverpool fan, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Are you a Liverpool fan, or? Because you haven't actually told me who you support. I mean, you love well, your name's Bradford City lover, but you've missed Anthony Elanga's goal on 4.5 minutes to put Newcastle 1-0 up, Mr. Webster. That is what you've missed. Shit. Yeah. But I mean, are you okay? That sounds almost dangerous. Mouth just started pissing out with blood. I've never heard of that before. Run down to the shop and grab yourself a Monster. That'll wash it out. I've not forgotten, by the way, about those cookies as well either. When I come down to Brighton on the 18th, it's up to you actually. Don't worry. Well, you can have a cookie or you can have a brownie from that famous shop in Nottingham. Honestly, there is a fantastic bakery called Brownie Points in Nottingham. sensational. Very addictive. Very good. Barnes. Yeah, it is. And honestly, it's very hard to resist at times. It is very hard to resist. I mean, personally, I like their cookies more than the brownies. But the reason why I discovered them was because when I was doing my internship at the University of Derby last year, every Tuesday, I think it was, they would come down into the atrium of the university. And I just saw the brownies and my mouth almost every time that on a Tuesday morning watered at it. I'm sure he's well. He said he's okay. Oh, maybe not. Maybe get a doctor to check that out. I don't know. My guilty pleasure. That, do you know, guilty. I don't really have one. Because, yeah, it's hard to say. I have a. I would probably say just cocktails are a guilty pleasure for me. Right, because they cost a lot of money. I would say that that's my guilty pleasure because that's what I love and I crave, but they cost a lot of money. Yeah, good man. You'll be a read. So do I. Sometimes I forget in the morning, actually. I can't lie. All right? Sometimes I forget in the morning, but I always brush at 9. Yeah, I mean, personally, I also like mine as well. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. No, that's my fault. No, you're not lagging. Sorry, that's my fault. I got a little bit too carried away. The Newcastle goal. That's my fault. No, you are. No, that's my fault. That's on me. There's not. I've seen all your comments, mate. That's my fault. That's my bad. You're fine. $15 gone. Newcastle 0, Liverpool 0. Yep. 0 Liverpool 0. 1 Liverpool 0. Fucking hell, Tom, you're still rusty, aren't you? Yeah, I am. 3 streams in and I'm still rusty. Just a bit. 1 Liverpool 0. Sorry. It's just a dirty treat that I like to have. Yeah, well, it's not. Well, they come loaded. And don't worry, I've remembered your allergen. I remember you telling me no hazelnuts. All sorts. I mean, crunchies, Oreos, Kinder Bueno. You can get plain. There's quite a lot of choice. Please do promote the channel. I mean, look, I will say that if you are going to promote me to your school, then please promote the YouTube side, because I am predominantly a YouTuber, and that is probably where the money's going to come from, I'd say. So, but yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't say I get high on them. Do you know what? I find it very difficult to get hyper over sugar. Like, I can drink a can of Monster and feel no effect. Like, no drowsiness and no peak in energy. Like, Monster just does not change my body's energy levels. Cheeky stream. Save. By Hornacek to deny Wirtz, I think. What do I remember? Yes. I remembered the hazelnut allergy. What else do I remember? Facts. I personally don't have any allergies. If I tell you I have an allergy, then what I'm trying to say is I don't like something. There are no allergies in my entire family, bar my mother of birth being a celiac, which is gluten. So yeah, there are no allergens in my family really whatsoever. I'm just a picky eater. I don't even like tomato ketchup. Well, I say I don't like. No, that's the wrong. I wouldn't say I don't like tomato ketchup. I'm just not a big fan. This morning, though, I went for my customary McDonald's breakfast, and I did decide to let it stay on the wrap. Yes, I didn't go for a McMuffin this morning. I went for a wrap. The breakfast wrap comes with a giant hash brown, bacon, egg, and sausage. I haven't chosen a hotel yet, mate. I'm going to be in Coventry tomorrow because I've booked the water park down there. But give me a nudge on Tuesday and I'll remember. Do you know what? Actually, on sun cream, right? Because I come from a family with burning skin that burns and doesn't tan. But actually, I haven't prepaid it yet. I've got a reservation, just haven't paid for it yet. because I wasn't exactly sure of what dates I wanted to do. And also, I like to make sure that I'm not missing a better deal that comes up. So there is a booking in place, Mr. Webster. Don't worry, mate. I'm sure you'll give me, like I say, tomorrow I will be uncontactable for at least half of the day because I'm going to be in a water park because I've booked myself a nice treat in Coventry. So give me a nudge on Tuesday, I'd say. To where? On the train, you mean? Fine by me. Yeah. Mario Kart. I have actually got a game. I've actually got a GameCube, believe it or not. I've actually got a Nintendo GameCube with one of the most valuable Pokemon games that there is on resale as well. Tucked away. So I do have a few Nintendo valuables. What? I wasn't trying to get a girl's number. Yeah, and by the way, you picked the smallest table in the world. I'm glad you're allergic to ketamine. It's one of the most dangerous drugs you can find in this bloody country. Sorry, mate. How you doing? I'm all right, mate. I'm all right, pal. How you doing? Hello, mx.cc8. I don't remember that. The most I can remember from inside that shopping centre is, well, yeah, like I say, I can count on you to pick the smallest table in the world. Fortunately, I'm not the world's biggest fan of McDonald's chips, but casually, I just knocked off about half of my chips. And to be fair, I never finish McDonald's chips. I personally am not the biggest fan of them. I did drop my chips because you picked a teeny tiny table. Like I say, though, I wasn't too bothered because, again, I'm not the world's biggest fan of Mackey's chips. I honestly, I'm not that interested in girls. Like, at the minute, I'm just not really looking for a girlfriend. I know. Yes, I think next time when I go to West Ham away. Fuck off, I'm not gay. Free kick here, I think. Oh. Sobersley. Oh, from a long way out, though. It's still Sobersley. Four-man wall on a low block for Newcastle. Taking no chances. And the wall does its job to deny Sobersley. Yeah, mostly, yeah. Yes, you can. And I'm hoping that Bailey knows how to do that for me. Do you, Bailey, know how to make him mod? Since I'm useless at Twitch, as we've well gathered. You're ahead. Well, you were the one who knowed all the little tricks last night. Yeah, I do it on the side just to sometimes when the streams are quiet, adds more atmosphere, shall we say? Okay, fair enough, mate. Well, I'll try and do it at half time because I'm gonna have to do it on the iPad because that's where I'm logged in on Twitch. That's true, actually. Bradford guy, come in YouTube, mate. Bailey doesn't know how to do it, mate. Decent. Like I say, we are predominantly a YouTube channel, so I'm not surprised that people are saying, come in YouTube. I wouldn't say that, Ash. Not very good, but not finished. Don't worry, mate. Chelsea will be the ones who are finished when they get battered by Fulham tomorrow. Oh, flipping hellfire. That West London derby is going to be fun. At some point, I will shut down operations on Twitch. I've put Liverpool in 6th and Nottingham Forest in 7th. And I probably shouldn't reiterate where I've put Chelsea this year. It's gone, mate. I am really bad at editing. I've got far too much to edit. So I'm just going to call it afresh from Tuesday. I don't think it is. I've given Man United second. You saw it, Ash. I mean, okay, you didn't see between Tom Talks Football. But no, it's going well for me so far. I put Brighton in 19th and they won 4-0 against Aston Villa. And I put Villa in 4th. Well, I put Chelsea in 17th this year. It's Tom Talks Football, the channel, by the way, mate. Bradford City lover. Yes, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, yes, I have placed Chelsea so generously in 17th. And I gave Spurs 5th. My bottom 4 was Hull at the bottom, 19th Brighton, 18th Ipswich, 17th Chelsea, 16th, by the way, I didn't show that, but 16th, I did actually put Sunderland there. Because I've given Coventry 15th. Leeds are in 9th. Forest 7th. And then the top 5 is Spurs, Villa, Man City, Man United, Arsenal. We'll see. Not a great start against Brentford yesterday. Brentford were brilliant last night. My flipping... Didn't they play well, Brentford? Fair play to them. What a performance by Brentford last night. What a performance by Brentford last night. Can I just say that? What a performance. It's only 33 minutes in, Ash. Do I look high? Fair enough. I mean, look, probably because I am sleep deprived in some ways. I don't know. Maybe I do look high. My eye movements, like when look, I may look high, but I'm not. I promise you. There's no drugs in my system other than nicotine. My eyes are red. They're not. They're not. They're not red. Nicotine is a drug, but a very safe. Well, depends. I would consider it safe. Personally, yeah. It's nicotine is nicotine. You know what I mean? It's I in some ways it helps me sleep, I'd say. And I always get a good night's sleep when I've had alcohol as well. Always. Like, you need a top up, don't you? You'll be all right until later on. I don't really get a nicotine rush anymore. If I go too long without some, then I'll go withdrawal. For example, about 4 years ago, I went on holidays to Fuerteventura. At the time, my parents didn't know I was vaping. And because of what I'd read about airport security, doing all this about putting it in a plastic bag, I did not want to risk it getting seen. So I left the vape in England for a whole week and went through withdrawal. And on the flight back home, I was definitely quite jiggly for the fact that once I got back in, yeah. I've gone for 2-2. I don't know, to be fair, mate. I don't pay attention to delay, really. But fair enough. Well, we'll be introducing our new channel next Monday, a week on Monday. Tom Talks Arsenal will be the new channel, the second one. Please, as well, do look at the community tab later on. Do subscribe to it and share it around with your friends, because I'd like to get that one up as quickly as we can to this this one, because it is going to be the new home of Arsenal for Arsenal fans like myself. It's going to be my place to talk about Arsenal and solely Arsenal. And yes, content reductions on Tom Talks will be coming in place to favour Tom Talks for Arsenal. For example, on a match day like Super Sunday, when we play Chelsea, there will be no 2 o'clock kickoff here on Tom Talks Football, as instead I'll be doing previews and all that lot. And Tom Talks Arsenal will be exclusively and only for YouTube. So, no. Because as Bailey said earlier, at some point it might be worth just shutting down Twitch. So, Tom Talks Arsenal is exclusively for YouTube viewers, and all the information that I give my viewers comes from YouTube in terms of channel announcements, all that lot. So yes, even if you do want to watch on Twitch, that's fine, but do subscribe to the YouTube channel, because any important information that I give comes on the YouTube community tab. For most viewers. And Ashik's saying yes because he knows that I give out a lot of information on the community tab. Or, oh no, he's responding to Jack. I thought Ashik was saying yes, he's right. Up there, Gunners, mate. Luke Links will be a part of the matchday vlog, I think. In some parts, when we visit Brighton as well. Brighton and Hove Albion versus Arsenal is the first Premier League matchday vlog for Tom Talks Arsenal. So make sure you stay tuned for that. It is going to be a big one, because I will have company around me, and I will have, hopefully, Luke coming on for a bit of an interview as well from the Brighton perspective, so that should be interesting. If somebody's willing to maintain the Twitch for me, then sure. But Tom Talks Arsenal is going to be just for YouTube. Because at the end of the day, I am a YouTuber. And then please do send me a DM. By the way, I am fully aware that this needs updating. Please ignore the Snapchat and please ignore the X. The Instagram in the middle is the only one right now that I can tell you that you can contact me via. If you want to contact me, which I am going to advise that you do, sir, then please choose the middle option and try and contact me via RTO_official Instagram. If you want to contact me, that will be the way to do it, and the quickest way to get a response. And there will also be very soon a WhatsApp channel coming out as well. That will be under a secondary number, which I have reserved for this channel. Calling me out casually there. Thanks, Ash. What do you mean you're not old enough? How old are you? If you don't mind me asking. Well, there's been. I'm not going to say I won't pin it. No, if you don't want me to pin it, I won't pin it. That's fine. Because yeah, I mean, if you say it in Twitch, and I don't say it aloud, then the YouTube viewers won't know. What I speak and what I. Okay. I have got a lot of backlog, and it is split into 3 categories as well. My Instagram, they are tiered as well. Primary. One of the viewers that's been in today is definitely in primary because they messaged me quite a lot. Yeah, it's fine. No issues. If you're British, then there is a social media ban coming in for under 16s. So obviously be mindful of that. But yeah. Fair enough. Well, I don't think WhatsApp is going to be part of the van, so that's why well, yes, like I say, in the coming weeks, the new phone number will be activated. I am going to get back to you, don't worry, mate. I was just a bit tired last night. In fact, as soon as this stream's done, I'm going to add the thing to WhatsApp. So am I. I'm a card-holding member of the Conservative Party. Yes, I am a Tory. Call me out. Tell me I'm crazy. I'm not bothered. 20. Yes, I know. I look young. I have a baby face. I've been told it all thousands of times. I'm 20. Fair enough. I am very sorry, but to be fair, I think at the time, I did advise to message me via Instagram. Probably from about the midpoint of last season up until now, I will have been saying to people, use the Instagram if you want to message me. I do check for communications on all the accounts as well. Like the X is still alive, but I don't get notified if somebody communicates with me on there. We are into 1 additional minute at the end of the first half, but we're nearly at the end of it. Good. Well, when's your next game? And I look 16. That's a compliment, I'd say. I've been told I look 12. I've been told I look 12 in the past. So, yeah. But yes, I am 20. Yes. Yes, I'm here. That is half time, though. It is 1-0 to Newcastle at the break. That got around to Yalanga. On 4.5 minutes is the difference. The half-time score, Newcastle 1, Liverpool 0. Lying about my age? Hardly. Mr. B. Harry's on the call-out work today. If you mean looking into the articles and Epstein files, that is a personal preference of yourself as to whether or not you should go back. I don't think I should advise not to or to. I'm not. I gamble. For crying out loud, Mr. B. Harry. You're going to the Chelsea. Fulham. Come on, Fulham. I've gone for a 3-0 win for Fulham. Ah, nice. Well, I hope he enjoys it. A West London derby at the Cottage. I can give it a go. What about Mikel Arteta, mate? The longest serving manager in the Prem. Now, I can't believe it. Yeah. The longest serving manager in the Prem. Arteta is crazy. Sorry, I'm just one right. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. Sorry, I am doing it. Crickets. Crickets. Right, hang on a minute. I'm just trying to figure this out now. Brad, City Lover. Holy lag. I don't see no lag. So I'm doing what? Mod. Where is the fucking... Ah, here it is. Right, pin that to the... Mod. There you go. I think that's done it. No, I don't think you get 500. I don't know how it works, to be fair, mate. I don't know. Right, we're going to take a very quick break. Do not go anywhere. I'll be back in just 1 minute's time. Just had to sort out very quickly. We're back after that very quick break, and that's impossible because cross-country trains run on diesel, because they are Bombardier 221 and 220 Voyagers, as well as Turbo Stars, which all are diesel trains. So I don't think it would be the power cut the sole reason that all cross-country trains are cancelled today. Maybe the power cut is causing problems across other services, leading to cancellations and delays, but that can't be the sole reason as to why cross-country services operated by Class 221 and 220 Bombardier Voyagers, as well as 170 / whatever they are, Turbo Stars. Yeah, you get the point. See you later, mate. Have a good one, man. It's half the second half. Then Newcastle 1, Liverpool 0 is the half-time score. Still to come is the West London derby, the weekend's headliner. Fulham against Chelsea. Both clubs have their stadiums in Fulham, but they are big West London rivals. They are Chelsea FC and they are Fulham FC. They go head-to-head at Craven Cottage tomorrow night. You will not want to miss it. It's a 7:45 start for an 8 o'clock kickoff for the West London derby, where Fulham are, under my predictions, expected to win 3-0 against Chelsea. We're nearly ready for the second half at St James's Park. Liverpool have most certainly got room for improvement because Newcastle took the lead. I would love to see a new centre forward, but I don't think we'll get one. Second half is underway at St James's Park. There is an early set piece here. Dominic Sobbers line. Stood over the corner. Corner check, got it away. And Newcastle counter-attack could be on here. Chelsea and Portsmouth. Yeah, he's a Chelsea fan. I don't think so. But if you can get a ticket for the Brighton Arsenal game, mx.cc8. Yes, and it would cost £300 for an away ticket. Yeah. If you can choke up £300, I'll be able to get you a ticket. And that's the price from my dealer as well, not from me. Yes. No, because I now get a discount from my dealer for loyalty. But on any secondary tickets that I purchase, it's full price. But yes, most certainly, if you could afford £300 to get an away ticket at Brighton, there will be some good company at that game, and I can rest assure you of that. Taron's prices are a bit but he's a trustable dealer. And for sure, he will not scam you. And that's the main thing. You could go in the home end for £35. I would imagine that there will be a ticket in the home end on general sale. There is also the option that Hazard has recommended by using seat pick. Well, I thought he said 95, but not bad. And I mean, look, if you're as long as you can stay quiet and not upset them. For the Brighton game, I was just about to say. Like to say, though, genuinely, pretty good company, man. There'll be some pretty good company if you do come to Brighton. So the option's there. If you want to do it, you can. If you don't, that's up to you. But there won't be many where you've got as good company as what I will have for that game. And definitely we'll have a guest as well for the channel as well. I think you all know who I'm talking about in Luke. We'll definitely do our best to get some opinions from him and Julian. Gakpo. One each. And you're away for 10 days, are you? Seven nights, 8 days. Enjoy it. I would guarantee that he will be at this game. And I would guarantee that we'll get some camera time from him as well. And yes, for so long, well, 3 times I went on his camera. Potentially. The reason why I said 8 days was because you said 7 nights. So 7 nights normally equates to 1 day more than the amount of nights. 8. I'm all right, mate. What about you? MX.cc8. Oh, nice. You'll enjoy that. I don't do quad biking. I do e-biking. Around Nottingham, around Portsmouth, around Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole, around London, around Southampton, and the list goes on. Joe Willock! Straight back in front. Straight back in front. Newcastle. Off the bench, Joe Willock. Former Arsenal player of a long time ago. In a time of need for Newcastle where their squad has been thinned. Provides an instant. So an hour nearly gone. Over half an hour to go. Newcastle 2, Liverpool 1. Correct. And for away tickets, you need a dealer. Unless you have high status. Half an hour to go. And yeah, nice Monday morning for me tomorrow. Day out in Cov. Not to explore Coventry City Centre, by the way, just for the water park. Looking forward to that. Belanger's ball across. It had nobody in the box to meet it. Lewis Miley, Virgil van Dijk. Going to be changes here. Florian Wirtz and Rio Wangamo are replaced by Alexis McAllister and Munoz, one of the new signings, I think. I'm looking for a Barnes shot on target. And that's it. If Barnes gets one shot on target, I will guarantee myself £6.50. Free kick for Liverpool. Dominic Szoboszlai. Stubbed over it, flicked in it. Got a flick from Virgil van Dijk, but straight into the gloves of Hornacek, the new Newcastle goalkeeper. There's Cody Gakpo, space. Good defending. Fair enough, mate. We need to get back in the swing of it. There's some decent games this weekend. Brentford played flawlessly yesterday. Hull probably would have entertained those who watched when they beat Man United 2-0. Ilanga. Jacob Ramsey. Harvey Barnes. I'm going to say shoot to him because I want a shot on target from him. Oh, Charles, it's right across the face. It's evaded by one shot on target from Barnes and a 2-all draw will do me good. Ilanga goes for the bottom corner. It's a comfortable save for Alisson. So more to come. West London Derby. Do not forget about it. Tomorrow, 7:45 start, 8 o'clock kickoff. And my prediction is a 3-0 win for Fulham at Craven Cottage. Oh, over the bar by Alexander Isak, and that introduces a loud cheer from St Jesus Park in their hatred of Mr. Alexander Isak. The Swedesman who betrayed the Geordie nation. Ilanga, will he get there? Kirkes, just no, he's not. He got there, Kirkes, but Ilanga starts the ball. Willock slips. Ilanga picks up the pieces. Willock back up and in support, wins the corner off the back of Alexis McAllister. But first substitutions. And debut day for Jeremy Jacquier is done. And another new player in Ronald Araujo is coming on the pitch for Liverpool in place of him. And one of the Newcastle new men, Dedic, is taking this throw in here. It's not a corner, sorry. Joe Willock, lovely play. Cross, beaten away by Alisson, and on the follow-up, the shot is wide from Jacob Ramsey. If that had gone in, that would have put the game to bed. You would feel. And the flag is pointing in the direction of a Newcastle free kick because of a tug on the back of Joe Willock. I thought the assistant was going to give offside, but very excited to be bringing you a matchday vlog at the City Ground. We are headed for the Carabao Cup Tuesday at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest against Leeds United all over again, but under the lights and with me in attendance. Kickoff is at, I don't know what time, but I'll be there for that one. And we'll have some Carabao Cup to stream for you as well with a watch along on Wednesday. Here's Lewis Hall for Newcastle. So I was like, that's Gakpo. Out of play by Kirkes. Sobersley was fouled in the build-up, but Stuart Atwell played the advantage. And I think when Gakpo plays that pass, you realise he's done the right thing, Stuart Atwell. And in refereeing terms in England, there are big boots to fill because Anthony Taylor did hand in his resignation after the World Cup. He has resigned from English football as a referee. He is now the head of refereeing in Turkey, which means when it comes to the referees of his stature, only Chris Kavanagh and Michael Oliver remain. Ball in possession. Just over a quarter of an hour remaining of the 90 minutes. To Munoz. That's Frimpong. And Gravenberch out wide. Munoz too heavy. Jeremy Frimpong out for a goal kick for Newcastle. Jacob Murphy's going to come on for Newcastle in a moment's time. But meanwhile, that's a good nick by Bamber, I think, on his debut. No. Why? I was copying Peter Drury then. Visser. Ignore me. Double changes. Anthony Elanga Scored the goal on 4.5 minutes to wake it up and cheer up an emotional St James's Park after paying tribute to Kevin Keegan. So the changes are Jacob Murphy and Bamba on for Lewis Miley and Anthony Langer. Flicked on by Barnes, Visser. Allison had hold. Twelve and a half minutes remain at St James Park. And I do need a quick loo break. I'm back, and Jacob Murphy has gone into the book. Liverpool have a free kick. Stood over by Soberslai, Virgil van Dijk. And 67, someone, I don't know who it is, but he's 67's gone away now. Gravenberch has gone off then. Dan Hughes, how you doing, mate? Good to see you, welcome aboard. So Soberslai will take. 3-man Newcastle wall. No low block in place. Soberslai into the Newcastle wall again, which does its job. Yeah, not bad, thanks, mate. Something for Visitor Chase. Offside flag is up. It is still Newcastle 2, Liverpool 1. I predicted 2-2. Sorry? And a great game in defence, Hall. And did more excellent defensive duty for Newcastle. Six and a half minutes remain on the clock in the 90. Cody Gakpo. Milos Kerkez. Virgil van Dijk. Sobersline. Five minutes to go. Lissa will give chase. Barnes has arrived. Allison did well in goal. On the counter, Munoz. Botman with the block. Still in play out wide. That's a good ball. Going to be left by Kumas. Comes out to Sobersley. Evaded McAllister. Ball went down in the box. Goal kick, says the referee. Last season, Newcastle were 18th in the rankings for scoring. Conceding late goals. Liverpool were known for scoring late ones. Kirkes ran out of room. Oh, yeah. Willock has the beat of Frimpong. Harvey Barnes out wide to Murphy. Going to take on Kirkes. And the ball across. Went all the way across, but out of play. Played everybody, though. Good play. Botman. That's a good tackle. That is a good tackle. And quite lenient as well, Stuart Atwell, letting the game flow as best as he can. Let it run for Willock. Stuart Atwell says advantage. Barnes has made the run. Willock. Barnes will pick up the pieces. Barnes blocked. It will be a front. 90th minute. Approaching out of time. And the Newcastle fans are happy, but Stuart Atwell is pausing because he's pointed to his ear. Five minutes of added time at the end here, guys. 5 minutes. Counter-attack, Lewis Miley. Not Lewis Mardy, Kumas, I think. Don't know his exact name. Kumas. Goal kick. Soberslai's ball in, and that is good goalkeeping by Hornacek. No messing about, beating it away. Frimpong will have a go from miles out. The ball does fall to Murphy. Here's Gakpo. It's good defending, and he wins a foul as well. Gakpo just pushes his defender out of the way. Tom the bomb. Hornacek has been booked. Don't know what for. Maybe dissent. Didn't see any infringement, really, so can only presume it's that or time wasting. Soberslai, Kirkes. Cody Gakpo. To cut in field, tried across. Comfortably away by Bamba for Newcastle. Frimpong for Liverpool. Twisting, turning. Trying to pick a pass. Still got the ball. Has he fouled? I think he's fouled Barnes. Sex on the beach. Fabian Schär's going to come on here for Newcastle to replace Jan Visser. Defender for attacker. And he's had a good performance, Jan Visser. The 5 minutes are up, and it's all eyes on Stuart Atwell. Whistles around St James's Park. Ball forward towards Van Dijk, who's forward. What's he doing up there? There's a penalty. At the last second, and it looks like a penalty, to be fair. Lewis Hall, he completely clatters his man. It's knee on knee, and unless it's an offside. Liverpool have got a last-second penalty and a last-second chance, a lifeline that could be priceless for Andoni Iraola. Geisler will dispute, and he looks quite a lively manager on the touchline, I must say. And I think Stuart Atwell's handled this game fairly well as well. It is Cody Gakpo who's got the ball, but Isak is definitely an option because he's still on the pitch. Well, now Dominic Szoboszlai has got the ball in his hand. Isak is out of the way, but in view. Szoboszlai will take. Last chance for Liverpool. Boos and whistles around St James's. Szoboszlai to salvage a point for Iraola. Staring at the ball, not giving the goalkeeper any look. Tension. Ball slightly off the penalty spot. Steps up. Top bins. Newcastle threw it away at the last second. Lewis Hall played so well, but gave away a penalty. Gave me, though, another correct score on Super 6. What a penalty by Szoboszlai. So 2-2. Newcastle will feel hard done by. They've played better than Liverpool, I think, over the course of the game. But Szoboszlai, not Isak, from the penalty spot, stole Andoni Iraola Liverpool. A late point at the very last. The final score, St James's Park, Newcastle 2, Liverpool 2. Well. Newcastle were inches away. Inches. And I mean inches. For Geisler, what a win that would have been. But Lewis Hall, one blunder. And if there was probably another 5 minutes in the game or 10 minutes, based on the way Newcastle have played today, they probably would have found another goal to win the game. But it was at the last second, at the end of the 5 minutes. And that is the lifeline that Liverpool were offered. So, the end of a Premier League Opening weekend is nearly upon us. One more game between Fulham and Chelsea. Let's just remind you of the results of the weekend so far. We will go through the full league table and the full results tomorrow after the Fulham-Chelsea game. But of course, it started with me at the Emirates as Arsenal beat Coventry by 3-0 on Friday night. Then yesterday we had Hull beat Manchester United by 2-0. Everton beating Palace by 2-0. 2-1 win for Ipswich over Sunderland. Win for Leeds at Forest. 1-0 at the City Ground. And then that 3-0 win for Brentford over Spurs. And today's fixtures, 10-man Villa losing 4-0 against Brighton. All goals in the first half. Man City, under my eyes earlier on, beating Bournemouth by 2-1, coming from behind late on to win 2-1. Dogfight. I wouldn't know, we'll know. So, yeah, for Eisler, that's going to be deflation. Deflation for Newcastle. We move on to West London Blood. The West London derby between Fulham and Chelsea tomorrow at 8 o'clock, 7:45 start for us here on Tom Talks Football for that West London derby at Clayton Cottage, where I have predicted a 3-0 win for Fulham. And I can't wait to join you for that. But from here from me, it finishes Newcastle 2, Liverpool 2. And that is the end of your Super Sunday. Bye-bye from me.